internet or on Discord. This is a viewer Q&A as well as like Discord member Q&A. So we are going to just be answering questions. Me and my right hand man in the chair, Jacob, business partner, as well as all around nice guy. Is that a good intro for you, Jacob? Would you like to say anything else?
That's cool. That works.
that works. We're just gonna be answering questions, like viewer questions about coaching, mostly focused on folks in the Discord talking about the Clubhouse. But if we run out of questions, happy to just answer viewer questions for the rest of the hour. So this is kind of just like an open town hall type discussion, like how we can make the Discord servers better, how we can make content better, literally anything related to SpookyLuke.com, the Rocket League Clubhouse, the Rocket League Bootcamp, coaching, improvement in Rocket League. Like this isn't so much like a place to ask questions about like, how do I fix my flip resets? Like that's literally every other event we do. But this is more so a place to talk about, okay, what's the plans with the business? Like, how does the business work? What types of events do you want to see? How's the community? Like, how can we make the community better? How can we make the community, like, how can we get rid of things that are making the community worse? Like, just basically a discussion, open ideas, town hall. I think that kind of gets the idea across. Jacob, would you like to add anything about kind of what the goal of the discussion is? Maybe?
Yeah, I mean, like anybody in here knows that we're always trying to improve things. And so this is just kind of a place that like we have the server feedback forums in the Discord, but this is a place where we just want to open the floor and talk about it.
Yeah.
Over voice. A lot of times it's a lot more interactive than just like reading a forum channel. So
yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what we're here for.
I do think that covers it well. So if y'all have questions in the chat, feel free to drop them in the chat. And then we will call y'all up to the stage. We'll invite you. And then I'll also take questions in stream chat. Like if you have ideas for content and things, I can raise them. We can discuss them here too. Any questions are welcome. You can type them in chat and then we'll invite you up.
Do you want to kind of explain like the vision, Luke?
Yeah, shoot. Where do we even start? I guess I could provide context. I mean, here, let me just pull up SpookyLuke.com because I feel like that's an easy place to start. So as y'all know, I'll start a screen share here. I've been making YouTube content for like 4 or 5 years, and I've always been super passionate about like teaching and helping people improve at games. And that dates back, I mean, even go to my Minecraft channel. 10 years ago, I've been making YouTube videos for over a decade, but I've always personally loved helping like teach video games. Like I love like rank ladders climbing in any video game I'm playing, whether it's Rocket League, Minecraft, Overwatch, so many things. But now the focus has been Rocket League for the last like 4 or 5 years. And obviously that's Spooky Luke channel. That's how many of y'all have come in. And in that time, I went to college. I mean, started this business in COVID 2021, technically started teaching. We used to run cohorts. And now we have 2 kind of main things that we do. We have, as far as what we sell, like we have all the content is always like our mission at SpookyLuke.com is help make improving at Rocket League simple and possible for everybody. That's the mission. Make improving at Rocket League simple and possible for everybody. And that means a lot of things, but it means we make free content. So all of our content is always free. We make content on my main channel. We have a team of pros at the Rocket League Bootcamp and Rocket League Clubhouse where we make content and post that for free as well. We have guides and basically hour-long like video series. You can think of them as courses, guides, like series for different ranks that we made back in 2024, 2023, free on Metafy. We have like 7,000 of you on Metafy that have used our free guides and free courses, so that's awesome. And basically we just give away all the information for free, and what we sell help with is our time. So like content, resources, training pack guides, YouTube video series, resources that we make on how to learn air dribbling. The air dribble roadmap's coming out soon. Resources we make on how to learn air roll free, right? Jacob actually gets credit for a lot of these. So we have a lot of exciting things coming up with all this. The whole air dribble roadmap is a couple days away from being released probably. But our whole mission is to make improving Rocket League simple. We gave away all the content, all the secrets for free, everything we could possibly know, because I felt like before I had a YouTube audience, this is stuff like I wish I would have had. And the reality is, like, pros are just, the whole pro scene is just very clicky, and it's like kind of like high school. Well, kind of funny because a lot of pros are in high school, so it's like very clicky in high school, and we're just here to knock down all the walls when it comes to improving. And if you want more help, that's where we sell one-on-one coaching. That's the Rocket League Bootcamp, working with pros on our team. That starts at 4 weeks, 4 to 12 week coaching experiences. So we do one-on-one coaching, and then we also do group classes. And we have our group membership where you can attend events, learn from pros. I was just sitting in our coaching class with Shock last night, as well as I do events in here. We have over 15 events every single month, I believe. Yeah, over 15 events every single month right now. And so I guess most of this discussion will probably be around ways we can improve the clubhouse. But that's like, there's a lot of things that we do that tie into, I guess, the mission here at SpookyLuke.com. We call it the ABCs because it's the Academy, free server with over 69,000 people. Nice. Clubhouse with over 1,000 people, and Bootcamp with thousands. So yeah, I mean, we've done a lot in the past couple of years, but really open to ideas on as far as anything goes. But that was kind of like a 3-minute backstory. That's all my lore. Did I miss anything? Any questions on that?
No, I think that's a good exposition. I think the big thing to keep in mind is for the people that are joining in now is just like, we're just always trying to improve things, and so we want to open up the floor to discussion on how to improve any and everything. And so when it comes to new ideas and things, we're obviously going to take into consideration. There's no guarantee that things happen, but we're always doing our best to make things better as a whole with the resources that we have.
I think that's a good way to put it.
Yeah, so if you throw out an idea and we don't, like your idea, or go with the idea or whatever, it's not because we don't like the idea or we don't like you. It's just because, given the current resources right now and constraints, it's not practical or possible. One of the two.
Yeah, I think it's a good way to put it. Nice. We can invite Nem up. I'll provide one more caveat. I think we generally follow a strategy of, like, when it comes to, like, coming up with ideas. Jacob and I and everybody on the team, we encourage this when we're discussing, like, ideas for improving things. We are very how should I say this? We are very unemotional about arguments and whose idea is whose. And so, like, in a meeting, it's everybody's job to communicate as much as possible about what they see in their perspective. And we actually see clashing of ideas or clashing of perspectives as really important, because oftentimes when you get a bunch of smart people in a room and they disagree on things, you can come up with a solution that is better for everyone than just one person. And so we, like, encourage heated debate, but we're not emotional about our ideas. We're emotional about finding the best solutions, finding the best outcomes for everyone. And I think that's what has made us very successful, and at least the biggest in the space and the biggest in what we do.
Yeah. Tend to agree.
I'll invite you to the stage, Nem. I'm reading a book, Good to Great, right now, and they talk about that. They talk about, like, you get a bunch of people in a room and you need to be very heated about finding the truth, but once you find it, unemotional about whose idea is whose. I think that's not important. What's up, Mr. Nem?
Hey.
OG community member? What's on your mind?
Bug one. I've got a little bit of like a gripe to fucking change, and it's a weird one. The VIP access.
Yeah, go on.
Personally,
Any ideas or good
I hate
ideas?
it. I hate it. And what I mean by that is obviously your events and stuff and that. So I can only attend, say, out of 16 events, maybe like I'd just say half of them.
Can you give context here on? I think some folks know. Sorry to cut you off. Some folks know what the VIP is. Some folks don't know what the VIP is. So give context on it, and then
the VIP is, what is it? A one-on-one session. Was it $60?
No, not quite. I can explain what it is if you'd like, but
yeah, go for you. You do it. You know what it is exactly.
Yeah. So the VIP is it's an upgrade to the membership that we added maybe a few months ago. It started off as a lot of people have been. We had a lot of folks that were between the clubhouse and the boot camp. The boot camp coaching experiences start at like 4 weeks, so they run like 4 to 12 weeks, and then the clubhouse, you get access to group classes and community. And some people were like, well, I just want a little bit of coaching, but I don't want to commit to doing a whole 4-week experience or 12-week experience. Like, I don't want to spend multiple hundreds of dollars doing like months of coaching. And so we're like, okay. So we added just like a one-time purchasable. It was $97 to start. And you got a coaching session with one of the pros on our team. You got a replay review from me, recorded and streamed. You got priority access to events. That with me, so like you get priority in my specifically events because my events get kind of busy, so it's kind of like a fast pass, like an amusement park fast pass type thing. And you also get your membership included, so like your clubhouse membership included, and that was all for $97. So you got like 28 days of clubhouse membership, and you also get a 30-day training routine, so you get a lot of things. You get like a write-up from the coach. And that's from one of our pro coaches on the roster. So you get a lot of things. It was $97 one-time purchase to start, and it went really well, and people liked it. So we added an option to do a $99 like monthly membership. We basically just changed the price $2 and then made it a membership. So that way, like if you want, you can just continue for 4 weeks. And it's been going. A lot of people have been liking it, but obviously there are trade-offs. So I'm open to like whatever you got. That's context on what the VIP is.
And and we've already run into some gripes about things. So we've already made an adjustment about how many times the VIP can actually redeem. So it's now limited to 1 per week for Luke sessions, and we also added some events on. I think 2 events per month on the calendar.
Yeah, we added that last week. I made an announcement in my event last Monday because some people would spam their VIP passes like 3 times a week. Yeah.
No, that was my one thing is priority thing and the replays. Because again, I could only get like say half the replays, and I would get there. I'd be there early. You know what I mean? I'd be there for 20 minutes, 15, 10, whatever it is on time.
Yeah.
Get there. You join people put their replays in. Somebody shows up 10 minutes late, puts a replay in, and they're VIP, so they get ahead. Which I get, they've paid for it. You know what I mean? But then people that have been there from the start don't get round to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get that at the end of the day, it's a business shit. But
yeah, it's a good point though. It feels shitty though. It feels shitty to be like showing up early and then somebody shows up like 5 minutes late and they're like, oh, I'm a VIP.
Yeah, my suggestion was more so like the VIP that shouldn't be a part of the VIP, but so rather than getting priority, you should kind of change it up into like, see, rather than first come first serve, and it's kind of weird, but everybody shows up between this time. Everybody's name goes into the wheel thing, and then a VIP gets done and put in twice. So they still get that little bit bonus from it, but it's not a guarantee. You know what I mean? And everybody who's there still gets a chance.
That's interesting. That's very clever. So basically,
whether it's viable, I don't know, but
yeah, I do get it. That because it feels shitty to be waiting behind VIPs.
Maybe we could do like, maybe we could make it like tokens where it's like, hey, I'm gonna use my token today. Like you get 2 tokens for the month or something like that, and it's like, hey, I'm gonna use my token today to get a fast pass, and then you just remove the role, and we just make 2 roles that allow that.
Yeah.
So that'd also be pretty decent.
Like
I get
consumable
it. Then
roles, basically.
end of the day, it's business shit, and try
Yeah.
to make that
Yeah.
extra.
Well, yeah, but
extra
we want to
dough.
make sure that you guys are
Yeah,
like you're paying to be here. We want to make sure that you're getting the value out of it. I
indeed.
mean, you show up to like all of the events, so like,
I've not been
but
able to show up. I used to. I've not been able to show up to quite a lot of them
oh
recently.
really? Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha. I know that you used to show up to like every single event,
yeah. Just
and
over the last
and
few
like
months, I've not been
it's
able to.
great. Like you can get the value from just showing up to like 1 or 2 a week, though,
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. I agree with
But like I just I remember like seeing you in all of them.
that.
But I hope
Go
things are
back.
going well.
Yeah, go back to the replays. The videos from 4 months ago. I'm in every single one of them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I've only been able to show up to like Luke's replays.
more recently.
I think that's genuinely it. Genuinely Luke's replays. I think I've attended one
Yeah.
of Freaky's, and that's it.
Yeah. What's up, Jay Schuler? Greetings from winter. I think you're
Goose wants to
definitely
speak.
onto something with
Yeah.
with
There's a
it
smart
does
way
feel
about
I
it.
feel like we added the VIP because we wanted to give people options to that, and
Yeah.
and priority is a bonus for
That's
sure,
what. Yeah.
but it shouldn't be. I feel like it should be more
That's
of a
what I was.
bonus than like a
I
type of thing where it
guarantee.
takes from other people's experience.
Yeah.
I don't like
Well,
that
that's
it
why I
takes
kind of
from
hang
other.
that as like the wheel thing, but that still gives you the bonus type of thing, but it doesn't. Everybody else has still got a
A chance,
if you know what I
yeah.
mean. But it kind of takes away from the first come first serve thing. But there might be a smart way around it. I just can't think of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll give some thought. I think there definitely could be a modification. We've already I'm glad you raised this, Nem, because we already saw that this was an issue with people redeeming too much. Like we would get somebody come to my event at noon, and then they would act their VIP pass. They would use their VIP pass, and they would obviously that's fine. People would have to wait. You wait in line, but then they would come again at 7 p.m. and it's like, okay, at this point, I feel like this is unreasonable. Like you're pushing the back of the line for a group of people who are so. And the main purpose of the VIP is to give people access to one-on-one time with the coaches, one-on-one time with me, and the training routines. So they have it's a more direct way to improve that without having to do the boot camp. But that doesn't mean you need priority access. Like you need to, because I don't want it to get to the point where it takes away from your experience. So I don't mind the wheel idea. I'll talk with the coaches and see what they'd like to.
That's what I mean.
That's a really cool idea. I never would have thought of that.
That's what I mean. I don't mind having it as a bonus type of thing. I don't see a problem with that. It's just, when you've got 25 VIPs showing up to every event, then you never get seen type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, it gets if you have like 5 VIPs that show up, then immediately you could be there right at the start, Nem, but then instantly, okay, I gotta wait 30 minutes at least.
Yeah. Well, that's what I think. 3 weeks ago, something like 4 weeks ago, I think I was the first one in the chat, and I think it was those 5 people, 5 VIPs that showed up. It's one person put their replay in before me, then it was me. I was second. I didn't get around to it. They bam.
Yeah. I don't.
But
So
again,
what I hear is 2 problems. There are.
Yeah.
So first, we need to decide. Okay, do we like this idea of first come first serve, or do we like this idea of a lottery? Like perhaps we can ask the community, because that's one question. Like is first come first serve better, or prefer? And better just means do people like it more? Do we prefer it? So that's question A, and then question B is, in whichever system that we want to do, whether it's first come first serve or VIP versus normal, what is the VIP buff, if any? Do VIPs get a buff, and if it is, what type of buff is it? Because right now it feels like we're doing first come first serve, and VIPs have a massive buff, and that feels it doesn't feel good, right? But I guess the VIPs are probably sitting here I love it, but
yeah. This is just a mad one. I don't know if this is hingy, but maybe once a month. Again, this is kind of a on you type of thing. You run an event just purely for VIPs.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's reasonable.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's
yeah,
worth
yeah.
the
I
time
thought of
and
that too.
etc.
Yeah. Like as an idea, we could do an event for VIPs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
possible too.
and then it
Yeah.
doesn't pull from the rest of the server. And it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, this is a VIP only event. So they know
Yeah.
that they're going to get accelerated feedback. But then you run into the problem of
Goose.
what
Too
if they
many
can't make
VIPs.
that time, or what if they
Yeah.
can't whatever. And then there's going to be like, okay, but I'm VIP, but can't even make that time. That's going to be a whole nother fucking snafu. So
I just brought Goose in because he said that he used to be VIP and wants to talk on it.
yeah, that's totally fine. Wet Noodle said, I feel like at the very least, if you're late to the event, you can't claim VIP. Yeah, I think that for sure.
That's fair.
Yeah, I feel like
that's
we should
definitely
institute
fair.
that. Regardless of
Yeah,
what system we use, like, yeah.
I want to speak on the VIP pass because I was previously a member of the VIP member. I had a VIP membership, and I felt like it wasn't really enough. So basically, what wasn't enough in the VIP pass? So I think the coaching is great from the pros. What was lacking was definitely SpookyLuke's amount of time that you get with SpookyLuke could be definitely a little bit more. I feel like 30 minutes is a bit. You don't really get much out of it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I felt kind of ripped off getting only 30 minutes. Well, it could be more quality than just quantity because we're paying $100 and we could probably get a little bit more. Maybe not an hour, but at least like 45 minutes could be. Yeah.
Luke, how much do you charge for your one-on-one on Metafy?
I charge 125 for an hour, and I charge 75 or 80 for 30 minutes.
Gotcha.
Yeah. But I think that's a good point, Goose. Do you have any ideas on the? I do want to wrap up this discussion about like the events VIP. Nem, if you have anything else to say on that, we'll wrap that up and then we'll talk to your points, Goose. Because I feel like this is a separate topic that I want to get to.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I feel like specific VIP events will be a good buff instead of having them steal the show from all the normal members who are already paying $30 in the RLC, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, that would be a pretty good idea for them to have their own event.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take notes on my second monitor here.
You like that idea, Goose?
Yeah, but I don't know. It will probably take some more resources and time from the pro coaches or whatever. But
a lot
maybe
less
they can.
resources than doing more one-on-one with Luke. That's for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That definitely makes more sense then.
Yeah. I'm thinking that could make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
VIP events specifically. Is there anything else you wanted to add to that, Nem?
No, I've said what I wanted to.
Cool. We'll talk.
I'll jump back down to the audience, but
yeah, I
cheers.
appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it, Nem.
Okay, so we're gonna discuss about the short amount of time that I have with, at least I had 30 minutes with SpookyLuke because there was 5 other people in line to do their VIP session with SpookyLuke, so I only had 30 minutes, and I felt a bit ripped off. I guess that your normal sessions are $120, so you're kind of getting it's kind of a steal, I guess, but it's still like it could be more quality, definitely.
Yeah. Let me. I'm just writing down ideas for VIP. Add VIP event. Potentially decide if VIPs are first come first serve versus lottery. Lottery, wheel, or first come first serve.
Goose, did you like show up to the live while Luke was doing it? While Luke was doing your replay review, or are you talking about the weekly reviews that he's doing?
I'm not sure. I had like I did the one that was in the VIP. Like
Yeah.
what you get in the VIP. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's the actual like VIP replay review where he
Yeah,
goes
I
into
did that.
30
I did
minutes
that
and
one, and there
yeah.
was a lot of people in line, so I did not get a lot. I felt like I got less time than I should.
Yeah.
I feel like 45 minutes
When you
or
signed up,
around that.
what time was like on the page?
I think it was 30 minutes, but I'm just giving a little bit of critique on it because it doesn't feel like a lot of quality was put into it. For 30 minutes, I guess that you don't have a lot of time, but you could probably squeeze out maybe 10 minutes more or something and give a bit more feedback to
Yeah.
the players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So honestly, I was about to refund my VIP,
Yeah.
kinda, but I felt like the pro, at least Freaky, the pro that I had, he kind of came in clutch and with his training plan really helped me out.
Yeah.
So I didn't refund it.
Yeah, I mean that's the main value for the VIP is the coaching session and then the 30-day training plan. Like that's going to be the main value for that. I mean, Luke is a great coach, but you know, our coaches like the like Freaky, Torment and Shock, they are the best coaches in the world. Full stop. Definitely not biased. Um so and so like that's gonna be like the majority of the value. So maybe there was a wrong expectation here that you thought that the majority of the value was gonna come from the replay review from Luke. When in reality the majority of the value comes from the coaching session with the coach and then giving you a 30-day like training plan from that. That makes sense.
Well, yeah, it does make sense.
Yeah.
But you do bring up a good point here with the um feeling like it wasn't that valuable because if we can add 10 or 15 minutes to it and it feel 5 or 10 times more valuable, then that's, you know, that might be worth it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a good way to look at it.
Like if we can provide a lot more impact with that, like if we can provide 5 or 10 times more impact than with just like, you know, half of the effort added, you know, 50% more effort, then it would
Yeah,
like
it's a good
it
deal.
feels like a no-brainer.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess what I'm hearing is it's interesting. I guess what I'm hearing is I didn't get enough value, and maybe, you know, everybody, obviously, Goose, your experience is your experience and how you feel is how you feel, and we can't change that. So it sucks to hear that you feel like you didn't get value. I guess where I come at it from is the whole reason we created VIP was to make it the most possible value you could get.
Yeah.
Like to spend $90 and to get, or 97 or however much you spent, 99, or if there was tax, whatever, and to get an hour with a Rocket League Pro, to get 30 minutes of my time. I'm conscious you wanted 45, but to get 30 minutes, to get the training routine, to obviously get your Clubhouse membership included. Like the whole reason we made that is because that, like, normally you would pay like $200 plus for that. So I totally, you know, it sucks. I'm open to ideas about how I could make my session with you more valuable, because it sounded like it was specifically my session that wasn't as helpful. But yeah, I guess the whole reason we make the VIP is to make it valuable. So maybe that helps provide a little bit of perspective. Like normally, if you were paying for 60 minutes of my time, you would have paid more than you paid, and you got 30 minutes of my time and 60 minutes of a pro's time and all the other things. So I guess maybe that just provides a little perspective. I don't know if you like tried to buy coaching, you know, my time elsewhere, or maybe didn't know that that's what my time was worth, but
No, I didn't know. I didn't know before, but I still feel like it was a bit rushed, even though it's 30 minutes. You know, it's you don't have
yeah.
much time. I definitely feel like you could give a bit more effort into the coaching, but that's like just I don't know.
Yeah.
That's just how
For
you
sure, for
do
sure.
your
What do you
coaching.
mean by Yeah, I'm totally curious, like how I always want to improve how I do my coaching. And I'm conscious, like when I do like events, like it's super rushed. So like a 6-minute coaching session is really rushed. Like sometimes I look at gameplay and I only look at it for 6 minutes. So like I could understand 6 minutes. Like somebody says it feels rushed. I'm like, yeah, it is rushed. 30 minutes, I mean, is definitely shorter, but what do you mean by like it felt like low effort? Like what specifically? Can you give me an example?
It didn't feel like low effort, but I just feel like it could be more. If you, I have like an idea maybe. If you just gave yourself like more time in between the sessions. I don't know if you have the resource like yourself, if you want to, but if you just gave it some more time in between the sessions and gave the players more time, they probably could improve a bit more from just saying. But I get that we have the pro coaches and they're really putting their work as well. So I see your perspective about the value right now, at least.
What do you mean, like taking a break in between the replay reviews?
Yeah, because it felt really like, now it's 30 minutes, now I'm gonna move on to the next player and next player and next player and next player. It's not like I don't know, I can't explain it, but I just feel like there should be more quality in it, the VIP pass, so it's more valuable. So I don't have any ideas how to improve it, but maybe we could discuss.
Yeah, I have some ideas that we can talk about.
Okay.
In a meeting or something. But I think Ice King wants to speak as well.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, these are great points. I appreciate it, Goose. It's very helpful.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I like your Santa hat. I need to put on my my holiday logo. My Christmas one.
Christmas hat.
There we go. Yeah, it's a good idea. I wonder. Okay, I think it sounds like the big part of it is an expectation thing. Like Goose felt like
that,
I expect more
definitely
time.
A piece of it. Yeah, definitely a piece. But
so maybe
I have some ideas around that. We can talk about it.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we can talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think I remember the session I did with Goose. Yeah, that stream was about 3 hours, and I reviewed like 5 folks on that stream. I'm curious to see if maybe it was just that stream that felt rushed for some reason. If other people who are on that stream maybe felt like it was rushed, or if that's something that like other people are feeling too. I'm not sure.
Very possible.
Yeah.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
What's up?
Yeah, what's good? How you feeling? I'm not gonna use your government name. How you feeling, Ice King?
Well, first of all, I'm feeling great, man. Luke, pleasure chatting with you. This is kind of the first time I signed up, so I'm paired with Freaky, and I have to say the coaching sessions have been phenomenal so far. I'm pretty excited at getting really in depth, working with Freaky. One of the things I was saying, since we're talking about feedback, and I have to use like my 9-year-old daughter as an example. She's taking like swimming classes, and as she's getting coached, she has kind of like an evaluator, and they have like certain checkoff boxes, and it's pretty interesting as she demonstrates certain activities in swimming. Each of those boxes are checked off, and then at some point for her progression, she'll know if she's able to advance to the next level. And I think that maybe not now, but maybe moving forward, as you finesse the coaching plan, it certainly would be advantageous to see how you're checking off the boxes based on your training plan and being able to demonstrate those abilities.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny you mentioned that. We actually, it's a great point, like having like a standardized like checklist of skills. We have something. When did you join the community, Ice King?
You said joined the boot camp.
Right, so you got in the community as part of the boot camp. Yeah.
I think it was probably this year. Yeah, early part of this year. I tagged off, and then here as of late, probably about a month ago, I signed up for the one-on-one coaching.
Cool. Yeah. Because it's so funny you mentioned that. In October, we started doing what we call a skill audit, where like when you join the community, we just run you quickly through skills, but we don't do anything like that on the like we don't have a standardized system on the coaching side. Like it's
Yeah.
it's very personalized. So
I really feel like the answer is like the workshop map, Luke.
yeah, that could be. It might
And I
be
don't want to put that out there to give you guys a false expectation because this is like a hope and a dream type of thing. But like essentially just like a workshop map that actually tests the things that matter instead of like
in ranked. Yeah.
the things that look cool.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly. Yeah. We really want to make like our version of a killer workshop map, and we have all the resources to do it. It's just we need the time to be aligned to go all in on it. But
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
that's fair. I mean, but I think that just overall the resources, the platforms you offer, are great. It's just it is in a sense sometimes information overload. So you got to kind of like break
Mhm.
things down to
yeah,
keep it simple.
yeah,
But
for
Yeah.
sure.
great platform.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. There's got to be some sort of like checklist or something that we can make in the meantime.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I mean,
just
we
think
had
Like a
a
I
training
just
written
think
pack
with
built. We have a training pack built where we do like a skills assessment. But
Yeah, we have the and we can maybe build that out more for the coaches
yeah,
to use.
yeah, because I think personally, I think that you know, we can grade ourselves in a sense, but I think it's that validation piece, you know, because we could think we're doing something, like to perfection, but that one validation piece coming from like your coach or something, I think that just solidifies, where you're at in your development.
yeah. It is nice to have that reinforcement, especially if rank doesn't always come. To be able to your coach to say like, no, like this skill looks better. Like you look much better doing air roll shots than you looked 2 weeks ago. Like I think that's
Yeah,
important.
yeah, exactly.
What rank are you Ice King? Do you mind me asking? Like what
I'm D2 right now.
I'm too. Yeah, because what I've noticed is those skill assessments are very valuable for folks that are like Plat Diamond Champ. When you get to GCSSL, it gets to a point where it gets a little nuanced,
Mm-hmm.
but there are definitely some like progressions and things. So I'm glad you brought up that idea. We could definitely standardize it in a way that I think that somebody like you would really like.
Yeah, because I think like now, like maybe for Plat and Diamond, we're still in that learning curve, which is humongous. So I think just, validating that we're making progression and then having someone
Yeah.
really look at that, that's valuable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a great idea. How would it like
Okay.
integrate ideally? Is that something so like
Probably be done in the check-in calls.
I'm gonna imagine like yeah, or like well so is it something you're envisioning where like you start out, okay, and you have some sort of assessment and then once every 4 weeks you retest type thing, like kind of like step on the scale, weigh in type of thing?
100%. Yeah. So I'll give you a classic example. So in the introduction call, Freaky put up three workshop maps, right? We went through rings, we went through dribble, we went through, I think it's called the Dacia Electric.
Yep.
We went through those three, right? So that was like a baseline. So I went through probably a week going through those maps, and then I was able to probably get to higher levels. But, he was saying that maybe at a point of, like, say, for instance, the rings, level 16 is probably where you want to start now talking about mechanics and air dribbling and stuff like that. Well, that validation piece, once I get to 16, maybe that's a level where I test and he evaluates and checks that off
Mm,
that I've, proficiently got through level 16. And so now I know the validation piece, okay, I'm headed in the right path. So just like an example like that. I mean, I think it's being done, but I think that, being able to have that
Be done
validation.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
very clever. Yeah, I'm glad you brought
I
up that
appreciate
idea.
that.
We can build that. We can definitely take that and run with it. Idea for skills check-in.
Yeah. And I think that's what it would call like a skills check-in. Yep.
Yeah, like and having some sort of like written record or like test or skill or score, because I think it's so important. I go to when I do this just for fun every month, but I'll do like a quick they have like an in-body scan at my gym. Put your handles on, electric current through your body, and it'll test your body fat, your weight, all that stuff. And it's nice to be able to see the line go in the direction I want it to. So I totally get what you mean, especially like when sometimes, like, I'll give you the weightlifting analogy or like the fitness analogy. Like, you look in the mirror, you can't see a change, but like this thing says a change. So I think that's really important for the coaching improvement process as well.
Yeah, and it forces the student to actually, do the homework, because, your natural self, you want to play, rank and casual, just by habit. But, if you're really having to go through some type of assessment, it's going to really force you to go through some of those workshop maps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of homework, have you been sending clips in?
Yeah, I've sent a couple replays and a few clips, so I'm just ramping up. So
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
cool.
That's very helpful. Appreciate Ice King. Yeah, really
Okay.
clever. We'll invite Nem. Nem's got his hand up, so we'll swap out, tag out.
Again? No, I'm just kidding.
You can come up. I like your idea, Monk is Nameless. He's talking about doing an educational Smurf event, but have 2 pros present at the event, so each team gets a pro and a pro coach, which is interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, Wet Noodle.
I don't know what the crux of the event is then, though, because like for me, when I do an educational Smurf, it's like, hey, I'm going to show you, I'm going to talk you through how I outplay. Maybe like we can have the pros talk through how they play differently than the rest of the lobby. I don't know. I don't know what the crux of the event would be, but I appreciate the idea, Nameless.
Yeah, I want to big you up a wee bit, Spook. You get me? And I've got a thing.
What's up?
Off of what kind of what Goose said. Obviously, you said your events are sometimes a wee bit rushed.
Yeah.
But considering they are, I find them good. They're good quality. I find for what they are. You know what I mean? I find them up to par, or whatever you want to say, above it. But I've got a wee thing to add on the ice thing. That see, like a workshop map, but you work with a real person to create it. Like fucking Lethemir or Eversax or somebody.
Yeah.
And you make this workshop as like an all-in-one type of thing. We have everything from your speed flips to your
that's exactly
aerials
this
to
is exactly what we've discussed in meetings. Yes, but go on.
You already talked about this.
Yeah.
And it would be either
This is exactly the
just
vision.
aligning.
You could
It's just
either,
like aligning the resources and everything, right?
yeah, exactly. As I would say, you could either gatekeep it or you could fucking produce it to everybody.
Nah, we'll
and
make
have
it
a
free.
workshop map.
No, that's our mission is everything's free that we make, so
Yeah,
it'll just be free. But
and it'd be great to have an all-in-one type of thing that helps people with everything type of shit. And then you can also use it as a skill mark type of thing or skill.
Yeah, I love that. That's exactly it. Like we would basically use a tier list and we would separate it by like skills and a rough progression of how you can learn. But yes, like a map that properly tests speed flip, air roll shots, etc., and that isn't just like 30 minutes of dribbling. Like it really and some of these maps they start at like a GC level.
It's
like
where it's like testing pinches and it's just like testing stuff that like doesn't matter. Like the workshop map should be testing like your drift control. It should be testing your like it should be testing like the real practical things. And like for GC3s, it should be an easy map. But like most workshop map creators don't make maps that way. They're like, I want to make it as hard as possible. So it's like impressive if you can complete it. When in reality, like that doesn't apply for most people. It applies to you, but it doesn't apply to me.
But fucking
I love that.
It'd be cool to people to see it as well as
Yeah, I do like that idea a lot. It's on the big ideas list for sure. Let me add it to my note. I have a note called big ideas. It's on the big ideas
someday.
list. Yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Workshop map, full skills assessment, top to bottom, and ideally something that like you could work with. like over the course of your Rocket League improvement journey, not just that like you do and you
Yeah,
get good at
exactly.
and then you dump after 2 weeks.
I get
Yeah,
that
like,
big
actually
overhaul too. Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool to like track your data and like show you your
That
progression.
just going off of that, a system added to it, like a Backy's mod plugin. They keep
Oh,
keeps
really?
track. Yeah, no, that's what I mean.
Like times
That's
would
what
be
I'm talking
cool.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
something
add that too. Yeah.
yeah, like a plugin that because there's people in this server that makes plugins. There's somebody that makes plugins in the server.
Yeah.
And, I mean, imagine keeping data to your own computer is pretty simple.
Yeah,
So,
and tracking your progress, your times.
yeah, exactly.
That would actually be really
And
nice. That would tie into the other thing. I think actually, now that I think about it, the workshop map skills assessment is kind of also like it is that thing that Ice King was getting at, where it's like that could be a better way than creating like a training pack, for example. It might be more robust to do a workshop map and have a plugin that goes with it.
But more expensive, more time consuming.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
What isn't expensive and time consuming?
Yeah. I mean, I went and got involved with Lethamir's like map making course, and so I've made my own custom map before, and it's awful. Like not awful, it's just extremely time consuming.
Yeah.
And so like I would probably I would probably be the one to like take charge on that, and
That's why I was saying, like,
start
get
it.
somebody like an Eversix or a Lethemir type of thing and do what's it called, an RLCX, whatever the fuck training map. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like I would love it to be something like the Immortal Progressive Island, like something like that. Like, but definitely smaller and less pretty probably at first.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I don't even know how much it would cost to ask them to develop something like that.
$2,000.
Yeah.
I have had conversations
yeah.
with map makers before, like 2023. And they all fell through, but like it was I have the contacts to be able to do it. It's just whether they want to do it. It's another story.
Right, give me 10 grand right now, and I'll go make it for you. It'll take me 7 minutes. 7 minutes. I'll get a ball, I'll get a field, and that's all you need.
Sounds like a trust me, bro. You know that scene where Leonardo DiCaprio's like, but if I'm gonna do this, if I have the power to do this, I need an absolute guarantee. And the other guy, I'll play the clip.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, not that.
Okay, let me find.
Sorry.
I need a guarantee.
You said Leonardo DiCaprio went straight to the Titanic.
It's from
Jack.
This is
No,
it.
Jack.
This is me trying to give Nem 10 grand to do the workshop map. This is what it would go like.
Guaranteed. How do I know you can deliver? You don't. But I can. So, do you want to take a leap of faith? Or become an old man, filled with regret, waiting to die alone? I need a guarantee.
That's what I was thinking of. All right.
I'll just take the 10 grand and run.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I was gonna say off to Mexico. But
0 events attended.
I'll just stay with Alan. It's all good.
Yeah, I was gonna say you just stay. Yeah.
I'm gonna dip again. Thanks. Peace.
This piece. Yeah, another aspect of that is a good idea. Monk is nameless. Like if we were to do a progressive island or have this workshop map to train skills that other maps don't train, like boost pads. Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. What Noodle said something earlier that we didn't get to.
Yeah. Does it relate or not? But Noodle, if you want to talk about
just talking about the just like creating videos off of
oh yeah, like actual skill versus perceived skill.
Correct.
Yeah. The tricky part with these challenge videos and experiment videos is communicating the idea in a package that makes sense, not the actual challenge or the premise. Like winning the click. That's the hard part when you do these videos.
Yeah.
When I title the video Air Dribble Tutorial, I don't have to put any effort into winning the click. Like people who are interested in air dribbles click, and they see my name, so they associate it with Rocket League improvement, so they click. But I trained a plat player and rated his real skill versus his actual skill. It's hard to win a click. It's hard to win a click, but I'm not opposed to doing it. I'm not opposed. But those content ideas I'm generally resistant towards because they have an unknown chance of success, obviously fixed costs with doing it. And sometimes the actual content can be a little actually envision what that looks like. It looks like a bunch of players watching this plat guy just fail a lot. So is that entertaining? How do we make that entertaining? It's a clever idea. I got to think about how we can make it work, though. Yeah. More in the training. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, those challenge videos are always very challenging. So I look at the intersection of, when I'm thinking about content ideas, as a brief aside, I'm looking at the intersection of what do people want? What is, what do people want? What do they actually need? And what am I uniquely best at? And that's why a lot of my content is improvement related, because we have a unique set of resources with my experience, pros experience, access to you guys. We see your gameplay all the time. We can be uniquely best at helping, make a mechanics 2025 tier list. Because we see it every day. So we can make that video better than Sunless Khan can make that video, better than Striped can make that video, better than anybody can make that video. We know we can. But the minute we venture outside of that bubble, this is not a reason to never expand or be creative, but I'm always thinking about, is this content that we can do uniquely that nobody else can compete with? And if it's not in our wheelhouse. It's not in our wheelhouse. It's not in that hedgehog concept.
Or hedgehog, sorry.
Hedgehog, yeah, that's the
groundhog.
That's the lingo we use. Then it's not. Then we don't execute on it. I get these ideas a lot about content, but that's generally how I think about content. Yeah, exactly. I trained my mom to play Rocket League. Why can we uniquely do this video and Musty can't? And if Musty is doing and that's why a lot of these challenge and experiment videos I don't go for, but there definitely is some overlap where it's okay, when I see a winning idea, I'm open.
Yeah, I think it's just to what degree, right? I mean, you can have 5% of your content be whatever the hell you want, and then the other 95% needs to be the core thing.
Yes, needs to be, and the main thing is investing resources. So if it's shits and giggles and it takes 60, if it takes 60 minutes of my time on stream, it's not a problem. But if we need to assemble people for a video, run a test on them, have it be a 4-week process where you check in, some of those people churn out, some of those people go ghost, some of those people quit Rocket League, and we're having to deal with all the bullshit that goes into producing something, that better be a video that is worth it for us. And if it's just an experimental project, no, that's not happening.
Cool. Any last thoughts before we wrap this up? I think this is a good stopping point.
Some very clever ideas, y'all. Appreciate it. We talked a little bit about VIP. We'll definitely chew on the first come, first serve versus a lottery system. Expect some polls to go out to the community. I generally just defer to you guys on this. And then we use our judgment. Obviously, it doesn't mean whatever poll gets the most views we do. It means okay, if there's a clear favored strategy, we'll try to listen to you guys if all else equal. So we'll figure out whether we don't want to do the first come first serve lottery. Maybe we rework the priority. We'll think about how we can add value to the VIP. We'll think about the skills check-in. We'll think about this workshop map concept further.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think just getting the skill check-in sorted and then just getting the workshop map ball moving, I think is the move.
Yeah, that's a big ball. It's gonna take a long time to roll.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think Leth said it took him a year to make Progressive Island.
Yeah, stuff takes time.
So. Yeah, appreciate y'all's time.
Thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
I'll wrap the stream. Appreciate you coming out. We'll be here once a month just talking about ideas with y'all. I added 2 events to the calendar, so check the calendar for more. We've got a lot of stuff going on this coming month. Over 15 events now. Freaky added some events. I added some events. We're nearing the holidays, so happy holidays. We'll see y'all after the new year for this next town hall. Thanks for coming.
All right.
Peace, y'all.
Cheers.
See ya. See you later. Thanks for coming out to the stream, y'all. I'm gonna wrap up now. Good conversation, and we have more. We'll discuss next month. Appreciate the ideas for coming out. I'm gonna go get some lunch. See you later, guys. Peace.